Okay, this is the winning. Say that winning. This is the chosen design proposal. It's a team of Chad Cheek from Elephant in the Room, Adam Sebastian from Stitch, Andrew Viator from Viator Design and Construction, and Drew Gerstmeyer, who's an architect and artist. And they have lots of different overlapping experience, and their project, sorry if I'm kind of flying through this, their concept is called Invasive Hope, and it's an idea of having this dandelion. That's a symbol. It could be a symbol of invasive hope, where the seeds represent hope and how it can get into the cracks of every place and grow. It would be a 40-foot tall dandelion that's gone to seed by the Peters Creek Parkway interchange. It would be viewable from not only the westbound, but also the eastbound side. And it would have, you can see the scale of it here. They brought in a dandelion seed that was about 4 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet tall. It's pretty cool little tidbit. So they really thought this through, how to build it, where it would go. They would have a dandelion growing on the other side of the interchange. This is where the big puffball would be. And then they would have the seeds and flowers growing on the other side. And then they would have kind of dandelion bouquets on the Church Street Bridge. And then 5 more of these, I think, 3/4 scale bouquets that could be placed in other places. They could be in parks around the city. They could be in other interchanges. Just something to decide later. It could be some kind of like community input project.
What was this part? We also have members of the community lined up to donate selected relics to lay at the foundation at the base of the main dandelion. Did they talk about that?
I think we steered them off of that because nobody's allowed down there.
Okay, I had no idea what that. I was like, are they talking about like a time capsule? What are they talking about?
No, I think those things are going to be welded together and to create elements at the base of the flower, and also, wasn't part of that going to be like a guardrail or something?
Oh yeah, I think they were maybe build up the leaves as kind of protection.
Mm.
And they were all going to be the same color. It wasn't going to be like, there was going to be like a pile of people's bicycles or like scooters.
Bird scooters. So this was by far the preferred proposal. We can talk about this, or I can show you the other proposals, the the other proposals that.
It seems like they definitely developed it further than their draft proposal, and took our feedback and.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah.
So they applied for both Peters Creek and Church Street. Humanity Memorial also did. Their proposal was
Yeah.
these lilies, these very tall lilies, bouquet of inclusion. They had an engineer with the Thornton Tomasetti group. Who talked about the project and how how it'd be very, very solid. They had different iterations. This one with the birds, the prior one with the people, kind of showing how it would look from the multi-use path. And then they had these kind of arches of these birds that would be on the Church Street Bridge, and it would have flowers in it to echo the Peters Creek side. And then this is more detail about that piece. Then we had Manifold Creative Concepts, who actually only applied for the Peters Creek side. And their concept is this zigzag called Dreaming Upwards. And if you look at it from left to right, it looks like it's going down. So that
looks like a market crash.
And it also, weirdly, they couldn't give us the size of it. When they were asked how tall it was, they said, well, it just depends on how much materials cost. So they never had like a minimum height on this or anything. And then they had another component that would be in the multi-use path, but it was undefined what that would be. It would take community engagement, but it didn't really have much of a starting point or a size or anything else. So there were a lot of questions on this one. And it was a very professional presentation, but it had things like, you look close, you can see a W and an S. So, yeah. And then Reed Madden was just Church Street, and they had kind of a garland of magnolia flowers. And when everybody scored it, elephant in the room, definitely the Dandelion project was definitely highest score-wise by far.